Okay, so you've probably seen one or two of these types of videos where people try and recreate popular games using different AIs and seeing which one of them created the best game at the end. And I want to try the same with my favorite games, starting with Old School Runescape. I will be putting ChatGPT, Gemini and Claude against each other and see which one comes out on top. They will each have several chances to improve their code, and that end product will be used to determine the winner at the end. And trust me, it's very close. I began this experiment with ChatGPT 5.1 and used the decent prompt generated by ChatGPT himself, so the results should be pretty good. At least I hope so. In said prompt, I mentioned the overall gameplay style of Always RS with the chat box at the bottom left and so on, the title-based world generation, tick rate, and simple skilling systems like woodcutting. I kinda messed up the recording, so I will just summarize what I did exactly. I just gave him the prompt, and then he spit out this code, which ended up in being this game. You can see the chat at the bottom, you can see an inventory, and you can also see the stats, which is only woodcutting at level 1 and XP 0, I'm sorry. You can actually move around, just like in RuneScape. It's tile-based, so you can just move from tile to tile. This guy is an NPC you can interact with. He doesn't really say anything other than hello adventurer. It's just a rock, I think, but I didn't find anything to interact with right here. And this is supposed to be a tree, and once you click on it, the tree gets destroyed. It says that you get some logs, but you don't. But you get 25 XP. I assume you need 100 to level up in this version of RuneScape. But to fix it all up, I told him to fix all these mistakes that he did, which is that the tree is not respawning and that he should actually add a skill where we can use the logs that we farm to then turn into fire making or like fire pits. I also told him to change the art style because this is very, very simple. I wanted more in-depth, more RuneScape-like. So that's what he did, apparently. He's done spitting out the code, and we will just copy and paste and then reload. Chop trees and burn logs to train skills. Okay. So is this endless? Wait, hold up. Okay, it's not endless. The map is still not endless. This is, I assume, another NPC? Yes. But this time he's saying nice day for skilling, eh? Okay, we chopped the tree. We got one log this time. This time we got the item in our inventory. And the tree has respawned, which is big. You chop and congratulations, level 2 achieved. Oh damn. So we can actually level up. Does the XP per level increase? Okay, this time we needed 100 XP to get to level 3 woodcutting. Let's see what happens if we just continue and see if we can get past level 1, past 100 XP. Okay. So the game also increases the amount of XP needed to level up. This time we needed 150 XP, so it's always a 50 XP increase. Anyway, we got 12 logs now. How do we turn these? I would assume right here. You burn the logs, the fire crackles. And we do get XP for it. Wait, this is actually kind of nice. This is actually a good representation of RuneScape, kind of. The trees respawn. We can just chop them down. Then we just go to the fireplace right here and then just burn them. This isn't exactly how fire making works in RuneScape, but it's a great start, I can't lie. It's very good for it being a HTML ChatGPT file. So what could we improve here? If you want next steps, we can add combat, banking, equipment, multi-tile NPCs, or even a true isometric projection. Just say the word. Okay, so ChatGPT actually offered himself to improve the game with these things. So I'm just gonna say, yes, improve the game by adding combat, banking, equipment. I don't know what multi-tile NPCs actually mean yet. And a true isometric projection. I'm really excited, not gonna lie. I'm really excited to see if he can actually pull off the isometric view. And okay, he's actually done. He didn't need a lot of time again. So just copy this code, paste it, save it, and then reload the Hold up. Okay. A lot of changes. We have a lot of changes. We actually have a tutorial on the upper left with controls. We have HP, we have an attack, we have defensive levels, and we have combat XP, plus the other two skills that we already had. Okay, I assume we are this guy. Yes, we are. The movement isn't as smooth anymore, unfortunately. But can I move my camera? I cannot move my camera. That's pretty unfortunate. We might have to tell it to fix that. Can we just attack this guy? Giant boar hit the foe for 2. Okay, I am being attacked. I cannot attack him though. Click NPC to talk / attack. I did click the NPC. I'm not pressing anything anymore. I died. So the combat actually doesn't work. But respawning works, dying actually works, which is nice. And what I realized is my HP doesn't reset on the upper left. Upper right, sorry. Nothing changed there. I got combat XP though, somehow. Even though I didn't deal any damage. Can you attack him? No, I'm just getting smashed. I cannot attack him. For whatever reason, I cannot attack him. We went to -1 HP, actually. Which is nice. We got combat XP again, but that's probably because we died. Let's see if woodcutting still works. Woodcutting still works. We have logs, which is nice. Unequip. Equip. Okay. We can unequip and equip our bronze sword, but we cannot attack with it. So, this is going to be our last change. This is our last change that we can add to ChatGPT, and then we will just see what he spits out. This looks awesome. It still needs some improvements though. The camera seems to be stuck at the upper right part of the map, which means the other half is completely blocked off. I can see a banker, and I also can't attack the enemy. He can't attack me though, leading to me dying constantly. His damage output is also way too fast. Make the combat just like in RuneScape. And it's cooked. It is actually cooked. Okay, this might be a little bit of cheating, but I don't want ChatGPT to lose like this. So I'm just gonna upload the picture and tell him, this is all I see. I think you messed up the camera somehow. I don't want him to go down like that because he actually put out a good game. Okay, it is still isometric. I like the other art style way more though. We also have no bank. We have no fire making place anymore. And he's going. Where are we going, my guy? Can you please? Okay, something's messed up here. Okay, the controls aren't inverted. That's not really the issue right here. I feel like there's an invisible wall right here. Yeah, I think we fucked it all up, chat. Well, but honestly, I like the second version a lot. The isometric version where you actually had the mobs running around. I really like that one. I don't know what happened here. I'm still trying to get to that one mob, but I cannot for whatever reason. Okay, I think we're getting there. Okay. He might have actually fixed the camera issues. Well, he did, but he removed the combat and he removed fire making. He removed basically every skill. Okay, he messed up big time. I am not gonna count these two anymore. I am just gonna keep it at the version where we had the boar actually running around. I think that's the most accurate one. Because everything after that is just... I think this is the best we can do with ChatGPT right now. So we will just move on to the next one. Alright, so next one is Gemini. Apparently, this one might be actually very good. So we will have to see. I use the same prompt that I used for ChatGPT. And I just copy and paste it, and then we will just see what happens. I put him on thinking again, so this might take a while, and I will be right back when he's done. Okay, he actually didn't really need a lot of time, which is concerning. I'm not gonna lie, but maybe he actually popped off. Okay, this is quite different. We have an inventory on the right. Actually, is divided into inventory and stats. Our guy is an emoji and there is an old man, so everything is titled, which I really like. The old man isn't interactable with whatsoever. That's nice. The chat actually says welcome to OpenScape, which is kind of funny. Let's see if we can interact with the oak tree. We actually get oak in our inventory, which is nice. The tree respawns, which is better than what ChatGPT put out at the beginning. Okay, wait, hold up. The tree actually despawns. It has a variable, I think. Yes, it is randomized, if I'm not mistaken. Because this time it despawned after swinging on it once. Here I had the ability to chop on it 6 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is actually randomized, which I quite like. Let's see if there's anything else on this map. I don't think there is. There is not, as far as I can tell. I really liked what Gemini put out already. We will go the same path as ChatGPT because they should have an even playing field. So the next thing I'm gonna ask him is to add fire making and then we will see if he can pull that off, which he will probably be able to. So I would also simultaneously ask him to add fire making and the isometric view. And if he pulls that off, I will put in combat. So combat XP, defense XP, a mob to fight, and gear, obviously. So we will see how he pulls that off. So I'll be right back. Okay. He put out another code, so I'm just gonna copy and paste this again. He did it isometric. Let's see if I can actually do something with the oaks I get. You can... Okay. Also can pick up the fire, which is weird. Anyway, it does work though. You also get fire making XP, which is awesome. You have more trees now, so you don't have to wait for one. I can use the logs to make fire, better than what ChatGPT put out. Right now, I can't lie, Gemini is way ahead with what it actually can put out. Let's see if the NPC is actually interactable now. It isn't. So next thing we can add is making the NPC interactable plus combat plus a gearing system. If Gemini actually can pull this off, I am very, very impressed. And I think Gemini will at the end then win this. Because I don't think the last AI can get to Gemini's quality. But I might be mistaken, who knows? Who the fuck knows? Would you like me to implement a combat system with targetable monsters or expand the inventory system to include item combining recipes? This sounds sick. Yes, please add a combat system with gear and targetable monsters and expand the inventory system to include item combining recipes. Obviously add some more things together then to combine the items, to give me more variety to combine the items. Also fix the issue with the NPC as he is not interactable. Okay, this looks quite different. I think this is mining. The tiles are kind of messed up, but that's fine, honestly. You mine the rock. Okay, we can actually mine rocks now. Let's see. If we then pick some wood as well, can we then combine... Why doesn't it work? Okay, we picked up the wood. Nothing interesting happens. Okay, we cannot combine things yet. What I like though, RuneScape actually says nothing interesting happens when you cannot do anything with the item. I like this. Gear, weapon, none. Can we craft a weapon? Okay, you make a bronze bar. I don't know how that works, combining two rocks, making it into a bronze bar. But maybe you make a bronze sword. Okay, actually managed to make a bronze sword. Let's go fight this guy then. Let's see if that actually works. And let's see if we can then also get fire of combat XP. We can this time hit him. And we can kill him. We killed the goblin. We got attack XP. We leveled up attack XP. That's nice. We collected a bone. The mob respawns. We take damage and the enemy takes damage. He actually added mining and smithing to the skill set, obviously, because we can now mine and smith, which is actually incredible. I cannot lie, this is very impressive. I don't even think we can very much improve this anymore. The crafting recipes are a bit funky. I can't lie. You can turn two rocks into a bronze bar, which is usually not possible. This is quite impressive nonetheless. This is basically RuneScape at this point. We could add ranged and magic and stuff, but I think this version is good enough to showcase how strong Gemini really is. And this isn't even the paid version. This is free. I didn't pay for Gemini Pro. So this is genuinely impressive what Gemini 3 can put out. And if you think about it, this might get way, way, way better in like 6 months or something. I really like this. I'm really impressed with this. So for me, Gemini is currently the clear winner by far, by a landslide. But we still have one more AI to work with. And that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so apparently Opus is usually the best Claude version. But since I don't have the paid version, we will just use Sonnet 4.5. We will enable extended thinking, so he just doesn't mess up. This is once again the same prompt that we use in the other two AIs, so he has the same playing field, and we will have to see what he puts out now. Can we enable anything else? Concise, normal learning? I don't want him to learn. Okay, let's go. Let's see what he puts out. I really like how Claude is coding it on the right side without cluttering the left side. Oh, okay. He actually puts out the game on the website already with a little tutorial right here. Click to move, chop trees, talk to Bob. Can we talk to Bob? Hello, adventurer. Try chopping some trees to gain woodcutting XP. We cannot move though. I will just copy the code. Maybe it just messes up the coding. No, we genuinely cannot move. Wait, hold up. I think we are moving. You see the line? I think we are moving. Our character is just stuck right here, which is weird. We can actually interact with Bob this time though. The AI just didn't mess up the NPC interactions. We can level up woodcutting. It is the first AI that shows us how much XP we need until we get to the next level, which is nice. I really like this. I have been missing this on the other AIs, actually. Wait. If you look very closely, you can see our character just sliding ever so slowly into the location we want him to go. You see this? He is actually moving, but not at the correct speed. So we have a little bit to fix. I want my character to move correctly, because currently he isn't. I want the isometric view, and I want fire making and combat in the game again. I think that's just a good way to... This looks good for now, but it has some issues with movement. My character isn't actually aligned with my in-game position. So while my hitbox is moving around, my character is stuck and is only moving towards the hitbox very slowly. Once you fix this issue, please, and add a skill like fire making to be able to make use of the collected logs in my inventory. Okay, I have just run into an issue right here. I am out of chat options with Claude, so I don't think we can continue this with Claude, unfortunately. But we will see what he just put out, honestly. He fixed the movement. I really like the fact that he fixed the movement. I wish I would have told him to add combat as well. Either I'm just very unlucky right now, or... Okay, I got some blocks. That's good. As I said, he fixed the combat. Click where you want to light the fire. Okay. Can I interact with him? I can make the game crash. Interacting with the fire actually crashes my game. I think this has infinite range, right? Yeah. Yeah, every time I want to interact with the fire, the game crashes. Unfortunately, I cannot change it anymore because I'm out of messages. I think solely for the fact that Claude just gave me 2 free messages, he just instantly loses. Although I really like this. I really like the fact that we have an interactable NPC, we have functioning fire making, we have wood cutting that's working, we have an inventory space. I am pretty sure he would have gotten the combat as well. But the fact that I couldn't add anything more, and I would have to wait 5 more hours to do it, I don't think I want to do that. Every other AI let me do my thing without interfering. So it's unfortunate, but I think Claude will lose. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think is the winner. ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. If you believe that Claude would have cooked with the next few text prompts. If you want to see me do it with other games like World of Warcraft, my main game on this channel usually. If you want to see me do it with World of Warcraft, let me know down in the comments below and I will see what I can do. That's it from me. I will see you in the next one.